Hello students, this is Amardeep Singh, your computer teacher, and today we are going to continue with the same chapter working with lists in Python. And in this session we'll discuss about various library functions and methods of list. So first list function that we are having is length function. This function counts and returns the number of elements in a list. As we know that this function basically belongs to sequences, and we can make use of this length function to count the number of elements available inside any sequence. That may be a list, that may be a string, that may be a tuple, that may be a dictionary. So let's start how to use this function. So in this program, presently we are having a list with the name X, and these are the elements of list. And presently, as we can see, that we are having four elements: one string, integer, boolean, and a float element are here. And four elements, total number of elements are four. So let's start how to count. N is equal to length of, inside length function will pass the name of list as a parameter and print n. So it will print the total number of elements, count and return, count and print the total number of elements available inside the list. So the result is 4. So that is all about how we can make use of this length function. Next we are having append function. This method adds an element at the end of existing items of a list. So that means with the help of this function we'll be able to add a new item, or you can say new element, at the end of existing items. So let's demonstrate how we can use this function. So presently we are having four elements inside the list. So if you will print the elements, then the result is it will print four elements. But if you will make a call to append function, append, I'll add a string type of element, that is by, and after making a call to this function, just check the output. So before calling that function, list is having four elements, and after calling append function, list is having five elements, and this new element has been added to the list by making a call to append function. So if you will make a call, another call to this function dot append, then now I'll add 100. So that means it will add two elements. So first call adds by, and second call adds 100 to the list. So that is all about how we can use append function. After append function, we'll discuss about insert function. This method inserts an element at specified index position. As we know that append function always adds an element at the end of existing items. But if you want to add an element in between the list items, in between the list elements, then you can make use of this insert function. Insert function contains two parameters. One is the index, where you want to place the element, and second is the element that you want to insert inside the value. So for example, here we are having three elements, and if you will insert hello at one position, then the result will be this. It will not replace the existing element available at one position. It will add new item, add new element at first index position, and change the index of next items. Like this item is having presently having one index, and this one is at second index. But when you will insert a new element at first index, then the index of this element will be 2 and this element will be 3. So let's demonstrate. For example, presently we are having hello 123.2 and 12.88, these elements inside the list. So I'm going to make a call x dot insert. At the position of 2, I will insert by. So that means presently the element available at second position, that is true, this boolean type of element. So when you will insert by at second index position, that means it will, the value here will be inserted, the element here will be inserted, that is by, and the index will be changed according to the newly inserted element. So just print after making a call to this insert function, and now you can check before calling that function the elements are, these are the elements, and after calling this item has been inserted in between the previous elements at the first index position, right? And then now the index of this element is 2, and this element is 3, and this element is 4. So that is all about how we can make use of insert function of list. Function that we'll discuss is extend function. This method appends or concatenate a list into another list. So as we know that if you want to append one single element, then we are having append function. But if you want to append a complete list with another list, then we can make use of this expand function. So here we are having the syntax expand. Inside the expand function we will have to pass name of another list that you want to append to list 1. So this one is the example. For example, we are having list 1, list 2, and after expand function the elements of list 1 will be these. So let's demonstrate how we can make use of this. So first of all we have to make another list. So I'll make a list like by comma 100 comma 300. So presently we are having two lists. Inside X list, we are having four elements: hello, 123, 2, and 12.88. And inside Y, we are having by 100 and 300. Now I want to combine, or you can say concatenate these two lists. Then we have to call X dot extend Y. So now after making a call to this function, the elements of list Y will be appended, or you can say will be concatenated at the end of X list. So just try to print the elements of X. So presently we are having combined elements of both of the lists. So the elements of list Y have been appended at the end of list X. Next we are having sort function. This function will sort elements of a list. Sorting means to arrange elements in ascending or descending order. So by default sort function will arrange elements in ascending order, but if you want to make uh, items in descending order, if you want to display sort items in descending order, then you have to pass a boolean parameter inside the sort function, that is the reverse, and you have to assign value true to this reverse parameter. So let's start how we can make use of this function. So one thing that you have to keep in mind, that we must have a homogeneous elements inside the list if you want to sort the elements. So presently we are having heterogeneous elements. That means one is string, then next is number, then boolean. So if you will try to sort x dot sort, so if you will not pass any parameter inside sort function, then it will arrange elements in ascending order. But if you will make a call to this sort function and try to run the function, then it will generate runtime error. Type error is there because elements are heterogeneous. So if you want to make use of this function, then you have to pass identical, or you can homogeneous elements inside the function. Then let me pass 5 comma 3 2 comma 7 comma 1 comma 9 comma 4. So now just try it. So presently the elements have been sorted in ascending order, but if you want to sort in descending order, then you have to pass reverse equals to true. So it will sort in reverse order, descending order. So in this way you can pass a reverse parameter by specifying the value true if you want to sort in descending order. And you can also sort a list of alphabets, or you can say string type of list. But as I told you that you have to pass similar type of elements, like if you want to pass string, then all elements should be of string type, like hello, I'll pass, then by, then okay, then now just try to run this. Now okay, hello and bye. And if you will remove this reverse parameter, then it will sort in ascending order, that is by, hello and okay. That means it sort on the behalf of first letter B, H and O. So that is all about how we can make use of this sort function. Next we'll discuss about a remove function. This method will remove specified element from list. So inside the remove function you will pass an element, and system will search that particular element from the list and remove that element. So let's demonstrate. So presently we are having these elements inside the list, and if you will make a call to x dot remove, and now I want to remove this boolean type of parameter, then you have to pass true. Then after making a call to this remove function, you have to print the elements of list. Just right now you can see that that the boolean type of parameter have been element has been removed. So if I want to remove hello, then pass that hello. Now you can see that hello element has been removed from the list. So that is how we can make use of this remove function. Next function that we'll discuss is reverse. As the name suggests, this method reverses the elements of a list. So if you want to reverse the list elements, then you can make use of this function. Let's demonstrate. This function is not having any parameter inside. You just have to simply make a call to this function x dot reverse, then it will reverse the elements of a list. So now you can see 12.99 true, 123 and hello. So that is the use of this reverse function. Next we will discuss about sum function. This method returns sum of the elements of a numeric list. So that means we can make use of this sum function with the numeric list only that contains the numeric elements. So let's demonstrate how we can use this function. So presently I'm having this list of numeric elements and I want to calculate the sum. So just declare another variable like s is the name of variable, then s is equal to sum, and inside the sum function you have to pass the name of that numeric list. So after that print the value of s. So save the program. The answer should be 13 because the sum of these elements is 13, 1 3 13, and press F5 to check the result. So here we are having the sum of elements. So by with the help of this function you can calculate sum of elements of a list. So that is all about the present session, and if you people are having any kind of doubt related to any